Look what we have here. It's a Metalhead Box. Yes, it's a Metalhead Box time. Now, of course, we missed it last month, but that's okay. That means that this month we are going to hit it hard. We are going to hit it strong, and this box is definitely very special. You can scope out all of the different products that the Metalhead Box offers over at themetalheadbox.com. By the way, I'm sure that this is a name that as a metalhead you have seen and heard a lot about throughout the past couple of months or perhaps the past year. Probably has been bombarding almost, but it's a really great product. It's something that you should scope out as a metal fan. It is basically your loot crate. So if you've seen all of those little girls and little boys that have been going around with their little superhero t-shirts and their little comic books and everything like that, well, this is your answer to that. So just like all the other unboxing videos that we've done, we are going to open this live and we are going to see what wonders await you potentially with this month's box. Now, of course, as you know, probably from getting boxes in the past, if you are a subscriber, these have a little bit of variation to it. I mean, that's what makes it fun. You never know what you're going to get. So let's open up this sucker and see what we have. First thing that we see here is a t-shirt that is nicely wrapped, might I add. Wow. This makes it a little bit harder for me because now I have to open stuff up. I have to open something that's already being opened, or open and open, I don't know, whatever. So our t-shirt this month, or the t-shirt that I got this month, is this one right here. It is for the band Razor, and that is pretty damn cool. Definitely like what I'm seeing with this shirt. I'm wondering if it has an album cover or if it has a little bit of history to it. I see the words "Violent Restitution" up here on the top right-hand side of it. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. It might be too small. But I have a feeling that has to do with an album cover of theirs. I'm not very familiar with Razor. I will be the first one to admit. That is not knowledge that I can call up in my brain hole as quick as perhaps some other bands. And then I just stare down here and I see a stack of CDs. We're going to get to those a little bit later on. Because really, after pulling this out, that's it. And you might be like, wait, what? That doesn't seem like very much, or doesn't seem like a lot of variety. I'm counting here, this is 5 CDs. 5? Holy crap, that's worth the price alone because, you know, CDs aren't necessarily cheap, even though it's no longer really the preferred format for little pop teeny girls and stuff like that. Well, we're metal fans. But anyway, we have a nice little insert card that's telling us that Pathology has a new album coming out, and also that Logic of Denial will have a new album coming out on the backside, so it's a nice little way to get you ready for those releases. And then we have a signature from Frank Mullen of Suffocation. Scope that out. How neat is that? Try to get that perfectly so you can see it all. So this is a signature from Frank Mullen. This is becoming very commonplace with Metalhead boxes, that you're going to end up with an insert card like this that does have a signature from one of your favorite artists, or maybe an artist that you don't know, that if you scope out their music, they may become a favorite in the future. So if you don't know the band Suffocation, don't shame people for that, because they could be new metal fans, or they could be, you know, just on the fringe line. Scope out the band and see what you think. And this might end up being a really, really cool gift that you definitely would want. That is really, really neat. So let's take a look at this stack of albums. This is absurd. Look at this. I mean, this is a handful of CDs, really. I mean, this is a couple. This is a crowd. This is a goddamn fistful of CDs. This is a fistful of metal. Literally, Anthrax would be proud. So the first thing that we have is a band called Flesh. And like I said, with most of these bands, I don't know jack and shit about it, because this is heavy metal. Again, this isn't pop where if you've heard of one person, you've probably heard of them all. Everybody sounds a little bit different, and there's 1,001 bands on the underground that's just looking to stretch and make their way above the earth. And this might be Flesh's opportunity. Scope out that really cool album art that they have for this album right here. Which was released, it looks like, well, it doesn't say on the back, so it is appeared via Inception in my hands. You know, soon Leonardo DiCaprio will show up on the chair that's out of camera sequence and, you know, try to tell me that I should be listening to polka or something. I don't know. But up next we have the A Storm of Light with their album Nations to Flames. That is this disc right here, which has again a very cool cover to it. I'm very excited to hear what this has to be, or what this has to offer to us. This is a 2013 release from Southern Lord Records that you can see on the back there. So Southern Lord, of course, big time promoters of sludge and Southern metal and things of that variety, and they have a very unique sort of discography to them, so you never quite know what you're going to get, and so that makes listening to an album such as that one such a cool and fun experience. So then we have right here, we have, I can't even read that on that side. That is fantastic. I love it. Crowan with Hyborian Age. Somebody's going to have to help me out on that one because I just don't know. And that's really, really bad. This is on PRC Music. And I like the cover to this. This cover reminds me, or makes me think this is going to be like a stoner metal album. I don't know if that's completely accurate, though. It just has a really neat little cover to it. I dig this wizard that's on here. I think that wizard's pretty neat. Maybe this is going to be straight up regular heavy metal. Who knows? I'm excited to listen to it, though, and find out, because that's part of what the Metalhead Box is all about, helping you find some new bands to listen to. Up next, we have Wasted Theory with Defenders of the Riff, which sounds very much like just good old classic heavy metal. And I think with song titles such as Belly Full of Whiskey and Throttle Cock, we may have some good old-fashioned, good old unadulterated heavy metal on our hands with this one. This is a 2016 release right here. Very interesting, and you even get on the cover here a very clear understanding of who the artist of that very nice album cover was. It's Alexander von Wheeling. Can I speak today? That'd be really nice. Anyways, and it was done in 2016, just like the album. But the big boy is High on Fire. That's right. High on Fire with the Art of Self-Defense. This has been remixed, remastered. This is the first disc. It is restored. It contains the first demo recording, a couple bonus tracks, a big 48-page booklet. This right here, being a special edition, is probably worth more than your typical album. So, bada bing, bada boom, immediately right then and there. This amplifies the value of the box magnificently. And I have a special shout out to everybody that has been coming out to the Slay Cancer Streamathon streams. I need to check my collection because I do believe I already possess this. And if I do, and if that is led to be true, then you know what that means. That means that for the Slay Cancer Streamathon, it's going to become a new incentive. And that's going to be something that one of you guys is going to walk away with if we hit that incentive. And please, if you do see the streams, do come out to them. They are all benefiting the Ronnie James Dio Stand Up and Shout Cancer Fund. Come on, man. Throw us a bone. There you have it. I mean, it seems short. It seems like, well, t-shirt, signed photo, album information card, and 5 CDs. It doesn't sound like a lot. It's only 7 products, really, or 8 if you count the promo card. But it's the value that's in here is ridiculous. It's insane. Like, whenever you consider how much a t-shirt is, I mean, that alone puts you about halfway to the price of the box itself. And then whenever you get the 5 CDs, then you're talking about the box being paid off and then some $30 more being added to it. And then whenever you consider the signed photo, how lucky are you going to get to see Suffocation live, happen to run into Frank Mullins and get the autograph? I mean, that's once again something that's a little bit more priceless, considering the opportunity may never come forward for you. And that's why the Metalhead Box is so neat. It brings some of those opportunities directly to you each and every month as a subscriber. I implore you to go scope out what they have to offer over at themetalheadbox.com. And whenever you do, tell them CKN sent you, because just tell them, because I'm sure they'd like to know. I don't know. Well, that's going to do it for another month. I mean, what's cool about this is that it came a little late because of some difficulty that they had, which I don't want to really get into, which means that the next one should be coming pretty soon. Launch date for the next one is about 2 weeks from the recording of this video, so we're going to be talking about another Metalhead Box super soon, and I'm excited to do that. I can't wait. I hope you guys will come back to see what happens with next in this box, and maybe we can talk about it together. I'm Cover Killer Nation, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.